today? Well, baby, if your name is Chris Brown, maybe Drake was telling the truth when he said, you know who really a set? My ninja, Chris B. Y'all, do you know that Chris Brown and Yellow Beezy, right, are being sued for $50 million for an alleged vicious backstage beatdown? Now, here's what I want to know. And again, I don't be knowing the way things are in the streets. Y'all know I stay out of the streets, but understand if I had money and fans and all that stuff, I would be staying out of all that mess. Baby, you could catch me outside chilling with like an apple. I don't even know. Okay. So get this. They said Chris Brown's 11/11 tour has been marred by some serious thuggery, according to a new lawsuit accusing the singer of orchestrating an assault of several men. According to legal docs, and this is obtained by Teen Pop, Chris Yellow Beezy and Chris Brown's entourage lieutenant Cinco C's and Live Nation are all facing a lawsuit filed by four of the alleged victims who are asking for a combined whopping $50 million. Now, here's the thing. This was super, super vicious attack. And if you guys don't know, this is like the really interesting thing. If you guys know, one of them are still in the hospital. They got hurt. They said Brown's 11/11 tour hit Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas on July 20th. You think these were Jay Prince's people? They tried to shake Chris down and Chris was like, he was like, we ain't paying. Excuse me, miss. You know, Chris be like moving. They're like, we ain't paying. Anyway, right? They're saying after the show let out, plaintiffs Larry Parker, Joseph Lewis, Charles Bush, and DeMarcus Powell said they were invited backstage and escorted there along with 40 women for a post-concert hang. Wait, why did they have, they were invited backstage and escorted along with 40 women? Why did they invite 4 guys and 40 women? Was Diddy there? The plaintiffs say it took Chris 30 minutes to enter the VIP area, where they'd grown tired of waiting and began to make an exit, but not without saying goodbye to the guest of honor. Okay. So were they part of the people? You know, like Chris Brown has that thing that if you pay him his concert, he gonna give you an old school pick, post you up, pick, do this, posting some JCPenney shots. So were they? Okay, so I guess they were fans and they signed up for the VIP meet and greet. Chris and picked them out the crowd to be like, all those women and you come here. That's almost like 44 men was there. According to the lawsuit, this says he dapped up Chris, congratulated him on a good show, and received appreciation from Chris Brown, right? Also, Raymond Sanchez tweeted, Brown is hands down is that guy 100. Killed it in Fort Worth. If you have a chance to go, you won't be disappointed. Okay, so people said it was a great show. Then Bush, one of the men assaulted, claims a member of Chris Brown's entourage shouted loudly, "Man, you don't remember you two were beefing?" And Chris replied, "Oh, yeah, we were. What's up, ninja? I don't forget ish," and verbally ordered his crew to give Bush the beats. This is a bad, first of all, I feel my heart goes out to the people that were viciously assaulted, right? But this is a bad Boondocks episode. And it makes me wonder, is Chris Brown clean? Or like, what's going on? Because I'm very confused. Let me just read this again. He said, he was like, yo, what's up, Chris? That's a great show. And Chris was like, yeah. Thanks. And then one of his members of his entourage shouted, "Man, you don't remember you two were beefing?" And Chris replied, "Oh, yeah, we were. What's up, ninja? I don't forget inch." And then said, "Yo, beat them down." And Docs, Bush claims he was surrounded by 7 to 10 of Chris's friends who punched and kicked him. He also claims the entourage member known as Hood Boss, oh my God, threw a chair at his head. The plaintiffs also alleged Chris sent Yellow Beezy and company to F up Parker, chasing him into a dead-end staircase with a locked door. Parker says he was punched and kicked in his head for more than 10 minutes after Chris encouraged all of his companions to get a piece of the action. What? This is All four men say they suffered severe injuries and had to undergo various medical treatments. Their attorney, Tony Busby, says at least one of them remains hospitalized and vowed to bring Chris Brown to justice. In addition to the $50 million in damages, the plaintiffs have also filed a restraining order against Chris Beasy and Cinco C. They've reached out to Beasy's, but nothing back yet. Y'all, let me tell you something. If this is true, Chris Brown, Live Nation, all of them need to be held accountable. But also, if they get this 50 million from Live Nation, this is pretty much the end of Chris Brown's tour. He's gonna have to finance everything himself. He's gonna be playing the Applebee's. Excuse me, miss, can I get it back? Can I get it? He's gonna be literally in the Applebee's. What is this? They said on Saturday night. So this is from Tony Busby. This is the lawyer said on Saturday night in Fort Worth, entertainer Chris Brown, along with entourage, attacked and brutally beat several men who had just attended his concert. Multiple police reports have been made. At least one of the men beaten remains hospitalized. Chris Brown has a long history of violence. He does. He's been arrested or accused of assault on at least 10 occasions. Enough. The Busby law firm filed this suit this morning on behalf of the four men brutalized this last weekend in the hope of obtaining justice for these victims and putting an end once and for all to Brown's intolerable and thuggish behavior. Yeah, it's not looking good at all for Chris Brown. Honestly, if even a fraction of this is true, it should. Can you imagine going to a concert, saying what's up to your favorite star, them being out of their mind, their friends saying y'all enemies, these are just fans, and then being viciously chased into a stairway, locked and beaten down? What in the world? What in the world is going on? Like, I just don't understand why. Yo, Chris Brown, something wrong with that. I feel sorry for that guy. Anyway, Chris Brown hasn't responded. I do know that he has been in his bag, rebuilding it, uh rebuilding his image, trying to show people you can trust him, trying to show he's not violent. I don't understand. Chris Brown didn't even grow up. He literally got jumped into a gang when he was an adult. Why is he intent on living this life of violence? And honestly, let's be real. If you are going to lead a life of violence, it's like you got problems with your coworker. Now, violence is never the answer, and I would never encourage anybody to do violence. But let me just say this: if you were beefing with your coworker, right? And you know, y'all beefing, would you argue in front of the boss? Would you catch her in the bathroom or the lunchroom at your job and go in on them? Or would you wait? Would you have your cousins wait for them in the parking lot and follow them home and wait till they pull over to 7-Eleven for a Mountain Dew Slurpee and then be like, yo, what's up? And then randomly beat them and then leave. So they can't really say, oh my God, I know who did this. It had something to do with work. Wouldn't you, if you really did have beef, if you were, wouldn't you just be a little bit smart about it? Why would you start gang-ish at your job? And now you got to pay 50 million. You're back to the media looking at you, I guess, if this is true, who you are. Live Nation ain't gonna fund you anymore. And now you're gonna be back to like dancing to Excuse Me, Myth. Can I get in there at Applebee's? I mean, is it me? Let me know what y'all think. Anyway, prayers up to whoever's still in the hospital. Maybe there are more facts. Maybe these men were the aggressor, but I just can't see how four people get chased into hallways and stomped out. Because if they really have issues with Chris, they wouldn't even be there paying for the VIP experience. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.